Welcome to Angels Don't Lie with Jeannie Street. Jeannie is a God-based medium, owner of In Spirit Healing Studio, and new author of the book The Goddess You. Angels Don't Lie will be a show dedicated to healing and love, and we will be taking live questions. If you have a question you would like Jeannie to answer on the show, or if you would like to contact her, send your correspondence to Jeannie@JeannieStreet.com or check out the website JeannieStreet.com. Now here's Jeannie Street.
I let the world on wake up. The trouble is I never went to sleep. I climbed the nightmares in the mountains in my dreams. Oh Lord, won't you get me back with me?
Hello and happy Tuesday to everybody. Welcome to Angels Don't Lie. I'm Jeannie Street, your host, and tonight joining me is GR from The Rock Show. How are you, GR?
I'm great, Jeannie. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for joining me and sitting on the show tonight.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I'm really excited about being here. It's great.
Yeah, I'm excited about it too. The angels are already buzzing around.
I can feel it too.
Exactly. Tonight we're going to talk about spiritual well-being and what that means for each of us. And they kind of, one of the things that when I was jotting down my notes earlier, they were like, ask GR his spiritual background. So I'm going to put you on the spot because I know you're a very spiritual person and I want to know what that means for you.
Well, it's interesting that you asked me that because obviously people who know me from the station know me from The Rock Show, and they might think that music is my number one passion in my life. Oddly enough, it's not. Music actually comes third, but the most important thing in my life, and always has been, is my relationship with God. And it has been, again, since I was a child. It's gone through many, many different changes, evolutionary periods, and it's something that it's actually hard to describe. But if you want to know my spiritual background, it is, I grew up Catholic. From a very young age, I was drawn to the church. I actually had plans on becoming a priest until I discovered girls and baseball. And what happened was, and I'm not talking about when I was 7 or 8, I'm talking about when I was probably 10, 12, 13. I still, at that point, thought God was going to be my life. I was going to go into the priesthood. But once I discovered girls, I decided that I was going to be the first priest to get married and play Major League Baseball.
There you go.
That was my goals for a long time. Anyway, to make a long story short, I grew up in the church, but definitely took a lot of detours into various spiritual paths. Was a Rosicrucian for many years, still am. But I will say that what has dramatically changed my life in the last 15 years is A Course in Miracles.
Oh, yes.
I am a student of A Course in Miracles, and I have gone down a lot of spiritual paths, but I have never experienced anything that gave me truth from the very beginning. Every word, I don't know if people are familiar with the Course in Miracles, but it's a channeled work. I think I've heard you talk about your work was channeled, and I'm excited about reading your book. I can't wait to read it myself. So A Course in Miracles is a channeled work, but it is, you think of it as Jesus speaking directly to you.
Yes. And
even though it's written with Christian terminology, it really is more like more Buddhist than it is Christian. Anyway, I could go on and on and on.
No, I agree with you. Like it's, and there are a couple of great teachers of A Course in Miracles, because A Course in Miracles can be a little daunting for a person to go through. It's overwhelming. But Gabrielle Bernstein is a younger type of person that really has this nice voice and easy to understand, and she teaches A Course in Miracles. And also Marianne Williamson. She's also
both have been teachers of mine.
Yeah.
Gabrielle through my wife Judy, who's
Yep.
from the Warp U. She's actually the one who turned me on to Gabrielle, and then we saw her. We were at the same event, her book signing a few weeks ago,
yes,
which is fantastic. So yes, she's very interesting to listen to. My favorite teacher is Gary Renard, and it's interesting that she talks about her teacher in the Course in Miracles as being Gary Renard as well.
All right, listen, Glenn, we at GR, we already have a caller on the line. So let's take this caller. It's Patty. She's calling from Iowa. Hello, Patty. Are you on the line?
I am.
Hi, how are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Do you have a question for me tonight?
I guess, I'm wondering who, is watching over us, if anybody's trying to get through.
Oh, you mean personally who's watching over you?
Uh-huh.
Okay. You're going right for the gusto. And Patty, you said you live in Iowa, correct?
Correct. Grinnell, Iowa.
Nice. I'm sorry, I just need a little moment to get into that. And they're showing me farm. Do you understand the farm?
Yes.
Okay. And I have a gentleman coming through, and it feels like it could be your husband, but it also feels like a father figure. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. They're similar, so I feel I'm getting like two. Is this it? You understand what I'm talking about?
Not really, I guess.
Do you have two men that have crossed over that are close to you?
Yes.
Okay. And one is from the farm. You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. That's who's coming through loud and clear. And they're showing me pigs and they're showing me hay. You understand this?
Yeah, that'd probably be my grandfather.
Okay.
Was a farmer.
Is he the one that? Oh, okay. He had the farm. And
right.
And he's showing me. He's like showing me a view. Do you understand the view? With the eyes.
Not really, I guess.
Okay, so he's pointing to the eyes, and I'm looking out. So I'm not sure if he's showing me something with his eyes or if he's showing me a view. Or it could be something with his eyes. Did he have eye problems?
Not that I know of.
I'm feeling more like it's a view. And I don't know if you could see the farm from the house or if there was a view from the house. It's just
not really. But
he's using that word view and he's sticking with it. So I'm not positive what he's meaning by that.
Okay. I'm not either, I guess.
Yep. And now he's showing me like a little bit of a dry mouth. And I don't know if this was his condition towards the end of his life. Do you understand that?
Probably not really.
Dry cotton mouth, cotton, he's saying. He like wants to clear his throat. He's clearing his throat. Do you understand that? He could have had something in the chest area or the throat area. Because
right.
I'm having a hard time. I'm clearing my throat, and then he's showing me like a dry mouth, a cotton mouth. Do you understand that?
Maybe. I'm not real sure.
Okay. Well, that's what he's showing me. So, is it around his throat? Did he have something in his lungs?
I believe it was.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's what he's showing me. So it's bits and pieces, like he's trying to tell me that's who he is, so you understand?
Okay.
Okay. And then the other gentleman showing me the wedding band. Do you understand that?
No.
It's the band on the hand. Do you understand the band? I know what, and he's specifically saying band.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Okay. Is there somebody that you would like to hear from specifically?
Probably my dad.
Can you just give me his first name?
Casey.
No, that's very good. We have a Casey here in the studio.
He's my nephew.
Okay. And he's the sick to the stomach. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's who was showing me the band. Is this Casey?
I don't remember him ever wearing a band, I guess.
He's saying band. Was he in a band? He's just saying the word.
No.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
Sick to his stomach, and I feel really crappy all over. That's what he's showing me. Do you understand that?
Mm.
Yeah.
Because he had a heart condition.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like he didn't feel well at all.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Very weak.
Right.
Even kind of wheezy, I want to say.
Right.
Okay. Yes, he's coming right through, and they're all showing lots of love for you.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh.
You're welcome, Patty. Well, thank you so much for calling in.
All righty. Thank you very much.
All right. Have a great night.
Oh, thank you.
Right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Ooh, you know, the flood of energy that comes through when you're connecting, and it's more than one person, it's and trying to separate, like, who's coming through, because they both wanted to speak to her. And so, like, separating the two energies and giving her all the information.
That brings up a question that I have. Sometimes it must be difficult for you to, number one, turn this off, and number two, separate if there are multiple people coming through.
So the turning off thing is something I learned when I was a kid. And I would sleep in their room, and after a while, they'd be like, just go back to your room. There's nobody there. And I was like, no, you don't understand. So I learned out of fear how to, like, go within. I do it like a revolving door. So I learned that a long time ago, and it's pretty easy. But when you're channeling for a group or like this woman who had quite a few people come through, it's just a matter of trying to give her the bits and pieces that they show you, because they only speak in fragments. They don't speak, in full sentences like we do.
Right.
So,
It sounds like you have to, you see those little fragments, and then you have to describe those fragments, and then they tell you, okay, yes, this is this
and
person,
their impressions in me. So they'll use, like, I actually feel things in my body. So the man that was coming through with the throat thing, I was getting all inside. I could feel it inside of me.
Wow.
The young boy Casey who came through, I could feel the sickness within him. His gut felt really, really low, and yeah. So it's interesting.
Wow, terrific.
Yeah. And then I get really hot. So I'm like, it's like you get like an inferno when you channel.
Yeah, the energy, right? It really generates heat.
Yes,
too.
exactly. Yeah.
Oh.
So anyways, that was great. That was fun to have a call first thing. And all the way from Iowa. That's
We're all
great.
over the place.
I know. So I said earlier we're going to talk about our spiritual well-being, and this is important for our bodies, for our mind, body, and our soul. And what that means to be in a spiritual well-being is a connection with God. And why is this important to have this connection with Spirit? Because it helps us with our self-love. It lets us see ourselves as God sees us. And when we can live in that full alignment of self-love is when we can understand our journey and our path and where we're going next. And that's why we have so many roadblocks, because we've closed off to Spirit. We've closed off that connection thinking, oh, I can do this on my own. But what happens is your life kind of ends up being a mess, and things happen. You move out of alignment, and illness can even take place. Like, all these things start to flood in. We make bad choices. We just move off of our divine path. So you know what I'm talking about?
I definitely do. In fact, going back to A Course in Miracles for a minute, two major concepts of the Course is that love is, first of all, there is no separation. We are all one. And in order to accept that we are all one, we have to know how to bring love into our lives. But the problem is that we have to be able to remove the blocks from love. I'm not saying it very well, but the Course says it perfectly. The most important thing to do is to learn how to remove the blocks of love into our life. And that will bring, as you say, the spiritual well-being. If we can recognize that we really are all one being, all of that we see and that we do really is an illusion. We are really all just one spiritual being. And if we're able to allow that to come through and remove the blocks from the love that entitles us to, or tells us that we are all the same thing, we're all love, then that will help us to get to the point where we can be the best that we can be in this life.
Yeah. So in working with the angels, that's the first step in my book. So it's 12-step program. It's 12 principles to living in alignment and living within that self-love, living within that goddess. I say goddess soul self. So we'll say, you guys can be a goddess too. Welcome to the club.
We're all one.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
So that first step is, quieting the mind and then self-love. Because without self-love, you can't do anything. And you can't get to self-love with a shattered mind. So we talked last week about how to quiet the mind with the breath. Did you guys practice? You did this, Casey, right? You were doing it. Yeah. It's really a great trick to use that breathing and really quiet the mind. GR, I'm sure
I do it all the time.
You have to. If you've been studying A Course in Miracles, you know how to kind of get back into that Zen type of place and let go of those judgments or resentments or anger. Anxiety is a perfect thing to talk about, because if we have so much anxiety, we aren't self-loving. We are off of our path. We're in either in the future or in the past. We're not in the present. So we can't reflect on connection with God, connection with spirit, and self-love. We can't do it. So that's where anxiety and that depression can come from, when we're not one with the divine.
Another aspect of that is that I'm going to keep going back to the Course, because that's my
truth. What yeah.
And the premise, the reason that we're here is to learn forgiveness. Now, forgiveness in a general context, the way society takes it, is that if I'm right and you're wrong, I'll forgive you. If you've done something wrong, then I'll forgive you. So it's like it's a judgment.
Yes.
In essence, the normal definition of forgiveness is that there's some kind of judgment going on there. Forgiveness, from the standpoint of A Course in Miracles, is that none of this is really real. Okay, there is no right or wrong. There is no you. There is no me. There is only one. There is only the collective consciousness, collective spirit. And if that's true, then we need to learn self-love, and we can't learn self-love if there's separation. So if something is causing us anxiety, it's not so much that it's causing us. It's our understanding that something external is that doesn't really exist. What's causing the anxiety is what we feel is our separation from God. So if we can truly understand that there is no separation between us and God, then there would be no anxiety.
Right, and I agree with you. And so in my book I talk about how forgiveness is like a cliche. So people tend to shy away from cliches because they think, oh, forgive and forget, I'm going to hold on to this. And so they don't do it. But it's really important for our well-being, for our self-love to flourish, is to forgive and let those things go and really see each other through compassion, through God's eyes, to know that everybody here is on that journey to connect back with the divine. Our lessons are very unique to us. We've chosen the experiences because we want to evolve closer to God.
Absolutely.
And sometimes we actually choose to go further away. So we're going to take a break, and we will talk to you when we get back. KBJB Radio. Welcome back to Angels Don't Lie. I'm your host, Jeannie Street. And sitting in tonight is GR from The Rock Show here on KBJB Radio.
This is really great. Thank you so much for having me on.
So much fun. And if you guys want to call in with a question, you can call in at 860-717-0006. Or you can email me, Jeannie@jeanniestreet.com. We were talking about spiritual well-being and when we left off, and I think we got a caller during the break. Am I correct? Yes. So let's take the call.
Hello.
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 Hi, who am I speaking with?
This is Mac.
Hi, Mac. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. Do you have a question for me tonight?
Yes, I do. I have a question. I'm wondering, if I'm not out of line, I haven't been with anyone for a long time, and I'm wondering if you can see, anything and me being with anyone in a long time. Are you getting, like, how are we supposed to talk to you? Is that what kind of medium you are?
So you're, I don't do predictions, but I can connect to your angels and loved ones and the guidance that they're showing. It's always on a healing path. That's how the work is done for me. And and so that would go for relationships. If it's a healthy relationship, that's for your highest and best good. They would show me that. But there's some issues at hand or circling around you right now. Do you understand that?
Oh yeah, there's some issues circling around me.
Yeah, and it's related. It's related around the health.
Yeah,
and actually, it's interesting because you're calling in during our show. We're talking about spiritual well-being and connection to divine source and self-love, and they're showing me that is perfect for you. That's kind of the area where you need to reflect on. Do you understand?
Yes.
So it's about
how do you
go ahead.
How do you do that though? What is like an example of reflecting on that in yourself?
So when we are open to God, to source, and we allow that love to move through us and fill us completely and see ourselves as perfect, see ourselves as love, that's how you do it. And it's not always easy because we have life that's gotten in the way, and you have quite a big journey that you've had going on. You have some loss. You understand?
Yeah.
Very personal. Do you understand?
Very personal loss.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. And right now, I'm getting like a pain in the gut, kind of higher up. Do you understand? Is this you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm feeling a little nauseous. This is from medication?
It could be. Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling. A big medication connection.
I take a lot of medication.
Yeah, and it's. Are you having some acid reflux?
Oh, tons.
Yeah, for me right now, the gut is in such an unhealthy state that it's really hard for you because you're feeling so lousy, and it's really lowered your immune system. Do you understand?
Yep.
Yep. And they're circling around the C word, so you know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. And I believe we know each other as well. Mac, am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to go away.
That's okay.
I didn't want to.
That's okay. They're just showing me that we've had conversations before. So,
okay.
And it's. I'm feeling how bad you're feeling. So I would love for you to be very gentle with yourself because I think you're very hard on yourself. That's what the angels are showing me.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes. I've been trying, especially over the last few days because I'm home, not feeling well.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Yeah. So I've been trying, but I was excited to talk to you, so I wanted to call in, and I knew that eventually, I knew within a minute you'd know who it was. But.
And Mac, you have some chest pain. Is this you? In the chest area?
No.
Over the heart?
I'm trouble breathing today. Yeah, it could be me.
Yeah, it's feeling like it's kind of near the heart, so I'm a little concerned by that. So I would mention that to your doctor.
Okay.
Okay.
I have to go have a heart test on Friday.
Yeah.
Anyway, echocardiogram.
Well, we're going to keep you in our prayers, Marianne.
Thank you.
We're sending our love to you.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yep.
Thanks, girl. I needed to call in.
All right, Marianne. Thanks for calling in. Have a good night.
You too. Kisses.
Mwah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
That's a friend of mine, a mutual friend. So, yeah.
Yeah, I know it's difficult when it must be hard to know how to deal with people when there's a lot of pain and misery in their lives.
So and when Spirit shows you, like, and you can, I could tell you. So JR could say to you, this is what Spirit's showing for you. These are the things that you need to do in order to be in alignment, to feel better, and open up that connection. And we have free will. So a lot of times we don't want to do those things, or we don't understand them. Self-love is a really hard thing to learn how to do. It's a struggle and especially for women. We struggle because the media has portrayed us in not great ways, and so we struggle with our weight, we struggle with relationships, and very judgmental of each other.
Absolutely, and as you said, that sometimes. Something that I'm going to talk about on my show is lessons that sometimes it's like we have to relearn lessons over and over and over again.
And that's exactly, and they'll come back forward. And that's the common thread, because as we're evolving, we go through these lessons and they don't have to be as difficult. And there's just maybe a new way of going through them. Sure.
And I was talking about forgiveness from a Course in Miracles standpoint before. And, one of the aspects of forgiveness is that you could forgive something and you could feel terrific about it. And then 3 days, 3 months later, all of a sudden the same thing is in front of you, and now you have to forgive it again.
Exactly.
And it's like, as the Course says, we are presented with forgiveness opportunities daily. And in fact, we should be happy about them, but yet they're difficult to go through at the time that we are.
The angels have shown me as a healing component that it's like an onion. So once we heal one layer of the onion, there's another layer to go, and that onion is pretty much freaking endless until we die. And that's it's the journey. We're the onion. So it's all those layers. Some layers are easy. Some layers of that onion are sweet, and some are going to make you cry and take your breath away. Some are hard. So, and it's our perception. It's our ability to surrender, our ability to have faith during those most challenging times, to see God within the moment rather than in the future or in the past, but in the very present moment.
There's no doubt about that the most difficult thing to do is to practice any spiritual exercise during the moment that you are struggling. And it's like you could be on the floor and afterwards you can say, oh yeah, so I can have faith now, but it's hard to have faith at the moment that you're going through it.
Yeah, absolutely. So Spirit will go through these themes, whether I'm working with clients or if I'm doing a group reading, or even on the show with the callers in, I've noticed there's a theme. And all the messages help the other person, which is so interesting because it'll have a common thread. And that's for the healing. That's for the moment to stay here and now, to say, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to hear that person suffering. It's going to heal part of me.
Well, and think about what you just said too, that there's a common thread. When you really take it to the deepest level, there's nothing but that thread. That's the only thing that exists, is that we are all together. And if we learn to help each other, we're in essence, we're helping ourselves.
Right.
We don't necessarily think of it that way, but if the love that you send out, if you send out the love to someone else, ultimately you're really sending that love to yourself.
So this past week, I had a couple new clients, and these clients came in, and it was all on this self-love, this separation from the divine, separation from God, where they've closed off and they're no longer really practicing. They believe, but they don't really actively talk with God. And they are both struggling with serious health issues. One has a liver disease that's, really toxic. And through her life, she is swallowing all of this negative energy. And what does the liver do? It's a detoxifier, right? The liver takes out all the toxins. So when you eat, sleep, breathe, this low energy, you're self-loathing instead of self-loving. And on top of that, you're not eating healthy, and your relationships are unhealthy. And that's what you're feeding self. That's what happened. Your liver is saying, fuck off. I can't do it anymore. You've got to get it in check. You've got to fix this. And then the other client was having a multitude of issues, same stuff, but affecting her in many different ways throughout her body, which was, fascinating that it was the same, but yet very different. So the messages were equally as important. It's surrender, get back to the connection, get back to self-love. And then here are the tools. These are the habits now you're going to have to take. No more sugar, no more alcohol. Getting back into a quiet meditation and, bringing the life back into the moment instead of the outward chaos.
Well, another tool I think too is you brought it up about what you actually are putting into your own mind and your own subconscious. If you think about most people, a large percentage, and I don't know the number, but there's a number stated out there in some research, but a large percentage of the thoughts and the things that we say to ourselves are negative.
They are.
And if we could truly understand that we are feeding ourselves that negative garbage all the time, all we need to do is think about it. Once we think about it, then we can change it. But if you're not thinking about it, if you're just subconsciously telling yourself that,
I'm not good enough.
I'm not good enough. This is a bad situation. Things are going to be terrible.
It's not going to work out. I'm not going to have enough money. I'm not going to ever make that job promotion. I'm not going to get out of this horrible divorce, and this relationship's never going to end. Well, guess what? It's not.
It's not. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Exactly. I call that the mirror effect in the Goddess You. It's the mirror effect. What we think and feel is what we're reflecting out, and that's what comes back. Absolutely.
I think it's Earl Nightingale who said, you become what you think about. He called it the strangest secret. And a great, great speaker. If you ever get a chance, listen to some of his, he's been gone for a long time now, but you can listen to his Nightingale Conant tapes. The strangest secret is you become what you think about. Yeah. And it really is true when you sit down to think about it, that everything that we experience, it isn't so much an external thing. It's how we react or how we think about what we experience. And that's what really creates our existence.
The perception.
The perception, yes.
Absolutely. Yep, 100%.
One other thing I was talking about, what we say to ourselves, there's a book by someone named Shad Helmstetter, I believe, and it's called "What to Say When You Talk to Yourself."
Oh yeah, I love that.
It's about 20 years old or whatever, but it's how to break that habit of all the negative garbage that we put into our own selves.
I have a great app that I love. It's Mike Dooley, I think that's his last name. It's TUT, and it's Notes from the Universe. Oh. And you get it daily. You get it in your inbox, and you fill out like a little form beforehand, and it's all positive, like affirmations telling you these great things from the universe, from the divine, which is so lovely. And he makes it really personalized. And I recommend it because it's a great tool.
Another one that's very similar is Louise Hay.
Yeah,
Louise Hay
absolutely.
has a bunch of stuff, and she's got an app that will send you affirmations every day as well.
Yes, these are great things. These are the steps. These are the tools that you can use to move forward in your life. I love the sticky notes. Thanks for picking that up, Casey. Because the sticky notes are so important. You can just write yourself a love note, put it on your mirror, and then put it in your car, and leave yourself these messages of self-love, so you can reflect on these things wherever you are.
That's a great idea.
You can change them up.
Sure.
Hey, we got another caller. GR, let's see who's on the line.
All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you tonight?
I'm fantastic, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. And what's your name?
My name is Trish.
Trish, and where are you calling from?
Mm-hmm. I'm calling from New Milford, Connecticut.
Very nice. Do you have a question for me tonight, Trish?
Yeah. Can you tell me anything? A love question. Will I meet somebody that I would have a relationship with? A love relationship.
Okay.
I'm single for a long time.
Okay. Have you listened to the show at all?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't do like predictions, but I can kind of give you an overall sense of what the angels are showing me. It's because it's all about your highest and best good. Okay.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And you were in a relationship, am I correct? A long-term relationship?
Yes.
Yeah. Was it?
Yeah.
They said long-term. Wasn't actually a marriage, though, right?
It was what? I'm sorry.
Were you actually married?
I was married, but I've been divorced for about 15 years.
Okay. Yeah.
But I was in a relationship, yes, after.
They're saying
for a few years.
They're saying it was a long term, so that's why I was trying to understand what they were showing me. And that was a bit messy, that breaking up. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I feel like they're showing me like a little bit of a rut. Do you understand? Is this for you, financial?
Yes.
The financial too?
Sure. Yep.
Yeah. And I feel like
I do it by myself.
Yeah. I feel like you just keep, it's almost like Groundhog Day. It's like the same things over and over again, and you can't seem to break free. Yeah. And we were just talking about surrender. We were just talking about that faith and getting back into connection with the divine. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
Yes, because I've been doing that now for the last couple of months.
Yeah, and it's really important, and that's what's going to open up that doorway so you can stop having that perpetual every day being the same, and actually helping you bring in some of that wealth. So they're saying there's some things that need to be moved out of the house. So like, I don't know, they're showing me like a lot of items. Do you understand that?
Yes, I have to move.
Okay, so it's time to like let go. That's energy that holds us back, holding on to all those belongings. So when we can release them, we can invite new in, some positive growth. Okay, so sometimes it's about actually just really releasing old patterns, old thought patterns, and actually old belongings so that new positive energy can come forward. And having that great self-love, because that's who you want to come. You want to have that mirrored back out, so you have that relationship come back in that's really healthy.
Absolutely. Yeah. I've been doing that very often.
Yeah, and I really like that for you. It feels really good.
Yes, it feels very good. I can actually tell you, it feels amazing.
What's the dancing? Do you understand the dancing?
No.
I don't know what the dancing, like dancing around. Are you dancing? Are you moving? Like, what's the dance?
Oh my gosh, I dance all the time. Yeah, my own self.
That's what they're showing me, and I love that because that's a form of happiness and release.
I put my Christian rock on and I dance.
Perfect. I love that, Trish.
But actually, then somebody was watching me today because in my car in the traffic today on 84.
There you go.
I was actually dancing in my car.
Good.
Literally dancing.
So all of those things that you're doing are going to get you on that right path and open that doorway for that love to come in. Yeah. Yeah. And you have children?
I do.
But they're adult though, correct?
Yes, I have two. I have two ends of the rainbow. My daughter excels in everything that she does and goes for it. She's not here. She went to Alabama. Okay. And she should live her college life and be happy because life is short. And yes, I have a son who is very tough. Asperger's. Okay. I feel is an anvil in my life as much as I love him.
And how old is he?
He will be 22.
Yeah. So, and she's in her 20s too?
She will be 21 in July.
Yeah, that's what I was getting, like adult. Okay. And he's on medication?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he does not take.
Yeah. And have you...
I think he prevents my love life. He prevents my love life from ever being.
Well, right. There are these blocks. So and he lives with you?
Yes.
Yeah. And that's the struggle. So is there...
yes.
Have you done any of the diet with him?
We have gone over diet, yes. We've gone over everything.
But he's making his own choices, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's
very opinionated.
You're very single
He's
parent.
a strong energy.
And you're very much of a single parent. There's not another source out. His father's not around, correct?
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
No,
it's really on you.
It's been me all along.
Yeah, and I'm agreeing with you that, that's kind of the block, and it's that your attitude towards it and it's, what you're kind of accepting of his behavior in a way.
I definitely can tell you, I 100% believe in being guided all along the way of this, because there are days And I very much believe in God, and I very much believe in the angels, because I've come close to death, and I know there are days I go, I don't know how I got this far.
Yeah.
But now that my children are older, and I raised them in one place, and I seriously can tell you, I really don't know how I pulled that off.
You did a good
with
job.
what I do and how, but they're very lucky in that way. And now it's time for me to live for me a little bit.
So and is he working? Is there, what's the movement with him? Yeah. And is there an opportunity for him to move out too? What's the movement? You understand that?
I'm going to lose my home.
Oh, okay. Okay. And I like that. Where are you going to move to?
I don't know.
Like warmer.
We can go to my parents for a short bit, but I have a funny feeling I'm going to move somewhere completely different.
Yeah, I'm feeling the same thing.
I'm going to raise my arms up and go, my daughter tells me to go wherever you want to go, Mom. It's your time.
I'm getting warmth. I'm getting, that sun-kissed
I think I'm going to go somewhere warm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm agreeing with you on that, Trish, and that's what the angels are giving me the thumbs up on. So I like it.
Yeah, I think so. And I hate to have to tell my son, hit the high road, but I have been a good mom, and I have given him every opportunity to have.
Yeah, so there comes that time there has to be like that tough parenting thing,
Yes.
And, there can't be the can't be the excuse that he has this issue and you have to take it personally for the rest of your life. He's a functioning adult, and there are things that he can do to feel better. One of them would be diet, number one, and the medication. Sometimes we do need medication, but if he was able to open up and go into a rehab type of facility, which I feel like he does need, things would be better. So, but you can't
agree.
You can't force. You can only recommend, and by sometimes releasing and letting go and having faith that God will take over. That's what they're saying.
He does not like that I go to church every Sunday. I go to church every Sunday. I love it.
Good.
I love it.
Keep doing it.
I love it. Well, I do. I love it.
Well, thanks for calling in, Trish. We really appreciate it.
I thank you very much for you taking the time to even listen to me.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
See what I mean by the theme? See how we're connecting with, that whole being in that self-love and working through things and letting go and trusting God, having full faith. And even though we go to church, sometimes we forget to have full faith that it's okay, that we don't have to do everything. We don't have to fix everything. Right. That was interesting that the caller had, she definitely has gotten to a point in her life where she realizes she's had some successes and some gone through some difficult times, difficult things, but now it's kind of like her time. She needs to be able to move on to what's going to bring her closer to God. And I think certainly raising her kids have brought her closer to God, but now she feels like, okay, now it's time for the next phase of my life. Yeah. So I think that's a great way to leave the show tonight, that we tell all the listeners to have faith, to surrender, go on your knees, let go, let God. Absolutely. Angels don't lie. Thanks for joining us on KBJB Radio. I'm Jeannie Street, your host, and GR from The Rock Show with GR and the Ropes. Thank you so much for having me. It was terrific. I can't believe it's already gone by so quickly. Right? We have a few minutes to come back and just wrap up. Oh, okay. So. Great. Come back and wrap up. Yay. We'll come back and wrap up. Don't go. Welcome back to Angels Don't Lie. This is Jeannie Street, your host. And we got an email question come in over the break from Pat. And she said, I'm missing signs from my husband. Am I not being open to them? And I wanted to answer that. So I think Pat, your husband Tim, he comes through very strong and tall right away, and he just says you've been very busy lately. I'm sorry, I'm writing at the same time. That you've been very busy, and I think you've been going kind of fast, perpetually going in a forward motion. So you are missing a little bit of his signs, but he's always there with you. He said always. He's saying the word undying love, and that never leaves. So you're never separate from that, and it's just a matter of being back in that connection. So, Pat, this goes with our whole theme about being in that divine alignment, being in that spiritual alignment. We all have this belief in higher power or God, and sometimes we forget it's actually just that surrender. It's having that faith and knowing that our loved ones are right there. The veil is very thin, and we just have to slow down, breathe, and allow it to come to us, and not force. It's very gentle. It's very subtle, the signs that we'll get from our loved ones. Sometimes when they need to get our attention, they'll be a little louder, a little brighter. But he's always with you, and that's what he says tonight. So I hope that helps you, and have a great night's sleep. And
you talked about being in alignment, and something that I do for myself every day to bring me back to alignment with Spirit, with God, is I created, I guess you would call it a prayer. It's made of different segments and lessons from A Course in Miracles. And if it's okay, I'd like to say that.
Oh,
here.
I would love that. Thank you.
This holy instant would I give to you. Be you in charge, for I would follow you, certain that your direction give me peace. I give my life to God to guide today. This day belongs to love. Let me not fear, for God is.
That is,
and that's it.
Beautiful.
It's something that I do multiple times a day to bring myself back into alignment. You
know what? I would love you to write that down. I'd love to put that on the website so we can share that with people. Can I do that, GR?
Absolutely.
So we're going to share GR's prayer on my website. So look for it next week on geniestreet.com, and it will be up there for you, so you can print it out and practice and say it.
Well, that's great. It helps me, and I'd love to get it out to help anyone else that may be able to.
Yeah, we all have a voice, and we all can help each other if we're open. No one is better than the other. We're all going through our own So
that's right. We're all on the same path, just different points during that path.
Exactly.
And another thing that's interesting about A Course in Miracles is that it doesn't claim to be the only path to God. It may claim to be maybe a faster path than other paths, but it recognizes that there are many paths to God.
Yes. And the surrender to the surrender, dropping to your knees and letting go, and letting Jesus be forward, letting God be forward. Whatever your belief is, letting that be in the front of you instead of to the shadows or to the side, but letting it lead you. So you're always within that light, and not going too fast, not looking to the future too far, because you lose the moments, you lose the very present time.
Oh, that's beautiful too. Thank you.
So this has been a great show. I'm going to tell you, I'm all hopped up on energy and
me too. I, to be honest with you, I was a little nervous because I'm used to talking about rock and music and stuff on my show, but I'm not used to talking about spiritual concepts, which obviously, as I said, is my true passion. So,
and it's funny how the angels had brought that to my attention. We were talking to the girls from the Warp View, and I said the angels are showing me I want everybody on the station to sit in on the show at one time and kind of go in a rotation. And I said, next is Glenn, which is so funny because you're here in the hot seat tonight.
I walked in and I said, kind of, are you sure you want me?
Right. So we'll see who's going to be next week. I don't know.
That's great. It's great to be able to experience your energy, just so you know that you have an amazing energy, and it's terrific to be a part of that. So thank you for...
I'm so shy. You see me, I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm very humbled by my gift and being able to help others, to be of service.
Thank you for doing it, not just for being here and doing this show, but for what you do, because I know you help many, many people every day.
And that's always been my thing. Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to help people. I always wanted to see people be happy. And as a little girl, I have a good friend who's a healer as well. And we have similar things that we did when we were little. I would take like parts from the games, like my Parcheesi pieces, and I would wrap them up with like little love notes and give them away to people. I would just always be always giving away. And my parents would be like, where are the game pieces? Where are the dice?
Jeannie gave it away again.
I gave them away. And I would always make these little love notes. And it's just, I always wanted to have everybody to be touched with that love. So whether it's, through a note or a kind word, we all have the ability to give another love. So think about that this week coming up with Thanksgiving. How can you give? You don't have to give a material thing, but how can you give genuinely of yourself? Like GR just shared his prayer. That was beautiful. We all can take that. So
that's beautiful. And again, your energy and your generosity shines through wonderfully. So thank you for doing that. And as you said, it's also not about giving physical material things. There's nothing wrong with that, but the giving something that is of love and of spirit is by far the more important.
Right. We all do it. It's good. It's good medicine, for sure. I think we're wrapping up. Now I'm queued out. Okay. Well, thank you for joining me on the Angels Don't Lie, KBJB Radio. I'm Jeannie Street, your host, and be sure to check me out on my website and Facebook, and let's be friends. Let's keep it going. And The Rock Show's up next with GR.
Thank you for listening to me, and you'll hear me on The Rock Show soon.
Woohoo!
Good night.
Angels don't lie.
They don't.
I never went to sleep. I climbed the nightmares in the mountains in my dreams. Oh Lord, won't you get me?